How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here. Welcome back to my part 2 video for my Texas Frightmare update. So we're just going to keep moving along here with the names of the celebrities that are going to be there. And the next one in this list is Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder, one of the best Jason Voorhees there ever were. He, of course, played Jason in 7, 8, 9, and 10. I've met him twice already so far, so this will be my third time meeting Kane Hodder. He was actually the first person I ever met when it came to horror movies. And I actually got a few different autographs of him. I got him to sign a couple autographs in this Jason Goes to Hell magazine I have. I also had him sign my Jason Goes to Hell mask the first time I ever met him. And the mask got destroyed. Something happened to that mask for some reason over the years. I don't know if it was just bad latex or what, but it kind of just dried up and got completely damaged. So I was kind of upset about that. So the second time I met him, which was at Crypticon, in October last year, I got him to sign a new mask, my Jason Goes to Hell parts, not Jason Goes to Hell, my Friday the 13th part 7, The New Blood, and which is kind of cool because it's the first time he ever played Jason. Was in part 7. So to get him to sign that mask was pretty awesome. So I got him to sign that mask at the convention, and I finally got a picture with him. The first time I met him, I didn't get to take a picture with him. I ended up buying one of his prints and had him sign that. But I wasn't able to get a picture with him, and I did at Crypticon, so that was cool. I was kind of upset because when I met him at Crypticon, I really wanted him to sign my Victor Crowley mask. Because he, of course, played Victor Crowley in the Hatchet series as well. But I didn't have the mask. If you guys remember, there's a big, that bullshit I went through on eBay where I bought the mask and the seller never sent it, got completely screwed over, filed a claim on eBay, got my money back, and found a new seller with it, thank God. And finally got the mask. So now I have it, and I'm bringing it to Texas Frightmare, and I'm going to get him to sign my Victor Crowley mask. So I'm really excited about that. So I don't know. I might snap another picture with him because, he does the free selfie. But yeah, Kane Hodder. Looking forward to meeting him again. Really cool guy. Screen Queen Danielle Harris. I've been wanting to meet this girl for so long. I think she's an amazing actress. Does such a kick-ass job in all these horror films that she does. She's got the perfect horror scream down and is absolutely gorgeous. I've had a crush on this girl for years. So excited about meeting her. Now, she, of course, is famous for playing Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4 and 5, which was Michael Myers' niece. She was just a little girl back then. And she also ended up taking over the Annie Brackett role in the Halloween 1 and 2 remakes, Rob Zombie remakes. So it's kind of cool that, originally Jamie Lloyd in the original Halloween films and then Annie Brackett in the remakes. Of course, growing up now. And then, not to mention, she also played Mary Beth Dunstan from the Hatchet series, part 2 and 3, taking over the role of Mary Beth, originally played by Tamara Feldman from part 1. And I think she did much better in the character, bringing that Danielle Harris-ness to the series, kick-ass. So excited that she's going to be there. I'm definitely gonna, taking a selfie with her. Hopefully, she'll let me wrap my arms around her and give her a big hug. Maybe I can get a kiss on the cheek out of her. I don't know, So yeah, I'm gonna get a picture with her, and I'm gonna have her probably just sign get a print of hers and have her sign that. But Danielle Harris, just kick ass. I can't wait to meet her. So gorgeous. Okay, everybody. So the next two names I'm about to give you here are from the 1980 classic Friday the 13th, Part 1, the very first Friday the 13th ever, which was, of course, the one that Jason wasn't the killer in. It was his mom, Pamela Voorhees. And speaking of which, Betsy Palmer, who played Pamela Voorhees, sadly has passed away as well. Rest in peace to Betsy Palmer, who played, his mother. But there are two names, two celebrities from the very first Friday the 13th movie that are going to be there that I'm very excited to have to meet. And the first one being Yeah, Adrian King, just awesome. Really excited about meeting her. She's definitely one of the probably the more famous characters in the Friday the 13th franchise. She is the very first surviving girl from a Friday the 13th movie. She played Alice, of course, from part one. She being the survivor of part one and the one that actually cut Jason's mother's head off with the machete at the end of the film. And then in the very last scene, she was the one sitting in the boat when when we got to see Jason for the very first time as a boy jumping out of the water, with his face all fucked up and everything. And then eventually she came back for the sequel, Friday the 13th Part 2, where Jason was, his first film where he was the killer, and ended up killing Alice, Adrian King's character in the beginning of Part 2. So, but I'm really excited about meeting Adrian King. I've wanted to meet her for a long time, and when I found out she was coming, I was so excited. So yeah, kick ass. And yeah, Tom Savini. Tom Savini is, he's famous for being a kick-ass special effects makeup artist. He's done a lot of makeup work over the year in a lot of different horror movies. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Creep Show, and as far as Friday the 13th films, he of course did the makeup work on, Jason Voorhees as a little boy when he jumped out of the lake at Alice, in that scene I was telling you guys about. So the awesome makeup work he did on Jason as a little boy. Of course, Ari Lehman, who I'd love to meet one day. As the first Jason we ever seen, but he did all the makeup work on that, kick ass, and then also did makeup work on Friday the 13th, the final chapter, when Corey Feldman knocks Jason's mask off. Jason was all distorted and fucked up looking. He did that makeup work as well. So Tom Savini, kick ass. I had heard they announced his name, and then he actually canceled. He wasn't going to be able to make it, and I was pretty bummed out. And then just recently they re-announced his name, and I was just so excited. Adrian King, Tom Savini, kick ass. I wish I had more. Actors from Friday the 13th, Part 1, of course. Ari Lehman would have been awesome, the original first Jason ever. Kevin Bacon, it'd be so cool to get him. He was in the very first one. But it would be really cool to have his name on there too. But anyway, so Adrian King, Tom Savini, and I'm going to have them both sign my Friday the 13th poster. So yeah, should be kick ass. And I'll probably just end up doing selfies with the two of them. Yeah, so should be awesome, and cannot wait to meet them. Yeah, Tom Matthews. I am so excited about meeting this guy. I've wanted to meet him for such a long time. He, of course, plays the character of Tommy Jarvis from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. And I gotta tell you, that Friday the 13th Part 6 is definitely my all-time favorite Friday the 13th film. One of the first ones I ever seen, the first actual Jason movie I ever saw was Part 7, The New Blood, and that's definitely my second favorite. But there's just something about Part 6 that I just absolutely love. Such an entertaining movie in the series, and Tom Matthews' character, I absolutely love him. I just think he did such a good job, such a likable character in the film, and so happy that I actually get to meet him. And just to see this guy in person is just going to be great. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to sign my Friday 13th Part 6 poster that I have. I was going to get a print of him from usually they have like prints of them from their part in the movie. And I don't know if I'm going to get one of those as well, but I'm definitely going to have him sign my Friday 13th film, and then hopefully down the road I'll get to meet more people from that film as well. C.J. Graham, of course, who played Jason in that movie, which was supposed to be Kane Hodder. That was actually Kane Hodder's first Jason movie he was supposed to be in, and then it ended up not being him, and C.J. Graham took the role. But definitely a lot of characters from that film I'm hoping to meet at some point. But Tom Matthews, so excited. He, of course, is famous for playing other roles in horror movies, like Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. So he's definitely a big time horror movie actor, and of course and to me is most famous for Tommy Jarvis, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. So kick ass, can't wait to meet him. So Ed Neal is the actor who played the hitchhiker in the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He of course is the crazy guy who they pick up, gets in the van, and does all this crazy stuff. Takes the pictures, and then reaches over and cuts Franklin's arm, and then of course we find out he ends up being part of the whole family, of Leatherface and all of them. So just such a weird character in the film, and I just thought he did a cool job, and to get to meet him is going to be awesome. Of course, Gunnar Hansen, I'm never going to get to meet. Sadly, he passed away as well. Rest in peace, Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface from that film. I actually do have an autograph of his from on one of my McFarlane Leatherface figure that you guys seen before. But I was never able to meet this guy, and definitely a bummer. But what I decided to do with Ed Neal is definitely going to get his autograph, probably on a print. I was going to have him sign my poster, but there's not many people left from that film that are alive. Like Gunnar Hansen passed away. The character that played what's her name, Sally Hardesty. Character that played her has passed away, which is Marilyn Burns. And the character that played Franklin, her brother in the wheelchair. I can't remember his real name, but a lot of them have passed away, and because of that, I'm not going to have him sign the poster because there's not really many more I'd be able to have sign that. Um, so I'm probably just going to buy a print, have him sign that picture of him, and I'm also going to take a selfie with him. And this is the plan. I don't know if it's going to change, but my plan is to wear my Leatherface costume and stand next to him and take that picture. So I just thought that'd be kick-ass. Yeah, the famous filmmaker George Romero. This guy is just legendary. Um, George Romero, of course, being famous for the creator, director, writer of The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. This guy has just done all those kick-ass famous zombie flicks. Now, I've never really been a big fan of zombie movies. It's just, being a horror fan, you think I would be, but I've never really gotten into those kind of movies. I don't know what it is about them, but I just never really got interested in them. But George Romero is such a legend, and I got to get this guy's autograph. At first I wasn't going to, but I decided, I am a horror fan, and he is so famous and such a talented guy. What he has brought to the screen. Even though I'm not a fan of the zombie movies, I still think they're great movies. Very well done, very famous worldwide, and got to get George Romero's autograph. I mean, he's fucking George Romero. So I'm probably gonna get a print of him, take a selfie with him. So yeah, kick ass George Romero.